Hey everyone, Ruben here, Educator Dog PDX. We are out here today with Beatrice. We are going to start introducing her to the remote collar, and we're going to show you guys how we go about starting all that stuff up. We spent the last week, it was a little shy, it was like a day. She got here last Tuesday, today's Monday, and so we are going to start introducing her to the remote collar pressure. We spent the last week going over leash pressure, just getting her familiar with what turning that pressure off feels like, right? So what I mean by that is when I do like leash pressure straight up and she sits, that's when that pressure goes away, and that's kind of the stuff that we have been working on. So really just getting her to follow the leash, because that's what's going to help us moving forward with the remote collar work, because I need her to understand that she needs to follow the leash rather than like pull against it, right? Because the remote collar is only a stim, okay? It's non-directional, so we have to use the leash to provide direction. Over here. Yeah, over here. Come on. Leave that be. Right, so what we're going to do, the other thing I have here, over here, come on. Sit. Good. Down. The other thing I have here is a sound box. Nope. Down. Okay, so when I do this, it's off. You'll hear a noise, okay? And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find her working level, and to do that we're going to start off on 1 and then go and just work our way up in numbers until we see a little reaction from her. So I'm going to be putting this down so you'll be able to hear that, and then we're going to get this collar onto B here. So you always want to make sure that the remote collar is high up on the neck, but it's going to be underneath the prong collar. Okay. Okay. All right. So the other thing we're using is her food. A little cold out here. All right. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pairing the stim with food. Okay. So what that's going to look like is I'm going to have the leash over here in this hand. Okay, so first off, I'm going to start cycling through and looking for a reaction from her. Okay, so we are on level 1. I'm going to tap. Alright, so for now I'm going to have to turn this thing off because she's getting distracted by it. We're on 2. So she might feel it on 2 there. I'm going to go to 3. Alright, so I know she absolutely felt it on 3. Alright, so I'm going to probably go down to 2 because what happens is the constant pressure is different than like a single tap. So on a single tap, she might feel a 3, but on a constant, that same 3 might be just too much. So I'm going to do it on a level 2 and then see kind of what we get. And so all I'm doing is we're just conditioning, okay? So there's no right or wrong for this. It's really just like she's gonna go up in front of me or she's gonna be doing something. I'm going to engage the remote. Turn this back on. Turn this on low. Turn this back on. And all I'm doing is gonna apply constant pressure. You'll hear the sound box go on. As soon as she turns into me, I'm going to say good, and then I'm going to feed her. Okay? Let's go. Let's go. Come. Good. Let's go. Let's go. Good. Let's go. Good. Let's go. Good job. So we have her working for her food. You know, and again, this is just going to really like tell her when you feel this stim, when you feel this remote collar pressure, you come to me. Okay? One of the things that her owners were wanting, to work on was her recall, because inside she does pretty well, but when she's outside, it's lacking a little bit, and we don't want it lacking outside at all because that's where she can get hurt. Let's go. Good job. Come on. Good girl. Battery's dying, so I'm going to try to make this quick. Your sessions don't have to be super long with this either, you know. It doesn't have to be all drawn out or anything. It can be quick. And I just want her to go up in front. So you might see like a little bit of exaggerated movement on my part. Let's go. Good. And I'm moving backwards too because I want to funnel her into me. And that's also going to help with just the recall because it's not just food. We're using our body language to help bring the dog in. You know, she's good. Using my body language to bring the dog in is going to all contribute to an effective recall. Good. So we're going to finish her up with this for the rest of her meal, but this is generally how it is. She's up in front. Let's go. Good. Button goes on, she turns in, the button goes off, I say good, and then I feed her. Let's go. Sometimes you gotta be a little quick. Good. 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 All right, so I might even go down to 1 on this now. Let's go. Good job. Good. Good girl. Good. Good girl. So that's the other thing you kind of got to watch out for is, even though we were on a 2, which is really, really low, the dog can get used to that feeling, and then 2 can be too much. So we always want to be paying attention to that. Good. But then as we go outside, that number could go up again, right? So the number is irrelevant really, but we are always looking for the lowest possible number that the dog feels. Good. After a couple of sessions of this, I'll probably start marking it with a here, and we'll just start pairing those together. Let's go. Good. Good job. Buttons messing up a little bit. Let's go. Good job. Good girl. Let's go. Good girl. Good. All right, so that's the rest of her food. Like I said, it doesn't have to take a long time. And we're just conditioning her to the feeling of that stimulation, right? So we'll do this for a couple of days, and then we're gonna start working into like sit, down, place, just starting to layer this new pressure over what she already knows, right? So that right there is Beatrice, this first time on the remote collar. And yeah, like I said, we got down to a level 1. But you know, like I said, that number can change, and that's just for us right now in this mode in time, being in the garage. There's no distractions around. You know, that's very important thing to know is when you're first starting out with this, just like with the other, like with just the leash work or even just with food work, we want to start off in the lowest possible distraction environment, you know, because all that stuff is going to contribute to, you know, just her having issues concentrating. Beatrice. And so you want to make sure that you're doing it really nice, low-key space, and you know, because it's just going to make it that much easier for the both of you to practice, right? So once again, Beatrice, first session on the remote collar, just some preliminary introductions. If you have any questions, you can hit us up in the comments. All right, talk to you later. Yes, let's go.